looking for the fish. But yeah, I am on POF. I actually joined POF to date. Ooh, I joined POF to date, not knowing there was an online platform where we can like get on and like be seen.
Yeah.
So when I got on, I was like, "What's this live button?" And I hit the live button, and the rest was history.
I don't know if there could be a better name of an app for you for the things that you were interested all at one time. Or like, there's fish and there's dating and there's plenty of dating and fish, and we can have it all together in one spot.
Absolutely.
What would you say at the time, and I guess what was the time when you first started looking? Was this fairly recently that you started to go on the dating scene?
It was. So I was married for 15 years, and me and my soon-to-be ex-husband were wrapping up our divorce this month. We broke up 2.5 years ago, 2 years, 6 months ago. I did the whole, 6 months of, not doing anything, and then a year of COVID and, all of that. And then I was getting kind of lonely out in the country by myself. I'm just like, I need to do something. And Tinder was not working. So I was like, let me check out Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
I went on, and I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Yeah, I can hang here for a minute.
You go on to Plenty of Fish, you see the live streaming, you realize it's not just dating on there.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of someone who had no experience with the world of live? Did you think it was a little strange?
Oh, I was like, what is this? What is going on? There's people just yeah, I thought it was a little different. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was innovative. I was like, oh, cool. At least you can see that they're not. I've been catfished. I've had guys send me pictures of them 10 years younger or whatever the case may be, or 100 pounds skinnier.
Can you give us a story? Is there a situation that's coming to mind here?
No, but I appreciated the fact that I could see the people. I was like, oh, I can see them. That's a person right there. This isn't somebody lying about who they are, lying about their truth. They're right here in front of you, and you can see them in detail.
Definitely. Everyone, if you're tuning in just now, this is Blue Eyed Hippie right here. Make sure you hit the favorite on her. The show you're watching is called Suited Up. We do this every Wednesday at 9. Right now we're learning a bit more about her. What are your rules to online dating? Because it sounds like to me you've got some comfortability now with the space. Do you still consider this to be a dating space, or is this now strictly live streaming? Where are you at with it?
So I don't date as much as I'd want to, just because the whole stranger danger kind of aspect of it, but I do keep my feelers out. I appreciate the site. I mean, I'm definitely looking and available, but I'm just, I kind of took a step back. I'm kind of loving myself right now, and I'm feeling myself, and I feel like I'm in a deep relationship with me, and yeah. For me to give my energy to somebody else, they're going to have to be pretty amazing.
Yeah. I like what you're talking about here. Let's deep dive, pun intended, on this, because you said you were married for 15 years. And I will go with a wild assumption here that you may have said, well, if I get out of this, what will life be like after? And there's some fear or hesitation of what that may be.
Yeah.
For someone who might be in a long-term relationship, be it marriage or it's just been a mutual relationship, what would you say to the person who feels fearful that if they leave, they may not be able to be happy, or they'll struggle to find happiness the same way that they had while they were with the person?
I would say if you're feeling a certain way and you're feeling like you need to leave, then leave and live happy and do you. And if you're not happy by yourself, you can't be happy with someone else. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a bad situation or an uncomfortable situation or a situation where you think it's time to go, don't waste time. Don't waste your years. That's all we have, try, be as happy as you can. And it's scary leaving. Oh, we're going to have to hold our breath in a second. Okay. Definitely, it's scary. I was scared. My husband left me. He cheated on me. He got drunk. He slipped. He tripped. He fell into a chick. And,
crazy that
I'm not a forgiving person when it comes to that type of stuff. So I was really scared. I didn't know that dating, it's all online. There's no dating where you meet somebody at the grocery store and you go on a date. It's totally different. So when I fell in love back when I was 20, And then now I'm, 30, turning 38 on Monday, and I'm in this whole new realm of online dating. It's scary because people pretend to be people that they're not, and they take advantage of your weakness points, and you have to just be on the look, and make sure if you go on a date, you tell your friends where you're going. You tell your friends who you're going with, the person's name, and hopefully they give you the correct name.
Well, leaning into this a bit more and how it's played into your streaming, I've heard from past guests a common narrative of, I didn't know how I would fit in the live streaming world, or if it was going to be for me.
Yeah.
Did you have that thought, or did you immediately go into it as someone who was confident, was like, yeah, let's go, let's take this on?
I was like, let's go, let's take this on.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fun. Like, this is interesting. Like, I'm meeting, if anything, like, I'm meeting amazing people. Like, take the dating out of it. Like, I met HBIC boss lady, who is like my best friend in the whole world. We've met in person. We've hung out. She spent a week at my house. We went to Vegas. Like, I've met so many amazing people on here. I've hung out. I met Blake Premier, hung out with him a bunch of times. Space Pinup, Alien Eve, and many more peak levels. Samuel Anderson. I can keep on going. Charismatic, Black Engineer, Raider Rob. I've met so many wonderful, amazing individuals, and that would never have happened if it wasn't for this platform.
Wow. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. You have so many great words of advice and just such a great outlook on the things that life throws at you. Let's talk a little bit future-oriented before we wrap up. What's going on in the future? What are some things that we can look forward in terms of your content, or in general what you're up to?
So right now I started a show. It's called Who Knows Best. It's on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern. And it's about, I pick 2 streamers. The streamers pick 3 of their supporters. The supporters compete in a question contest on who knows them best. The streamer comes up with 10 individual questions geared to themselves and the stream, and their supporters compete on who knows them best. So far, it's been so much fun.
Yeah.
Just to know the community, getting to know the streamers deeper, and like the questions they come up with. You're just like, wow, like some of the things like I would have never have like known or guessed if I didn't have this going on. So I have that on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. And then, school's opening back up in August, so I'm getting ready for the new school year, trying to roll out all the COVID stuff. So I'm getting kind of busy with that. I'm running the summer program right now. Tomorrow's the last day. Seriously, thank goodness. And then just going to meet and greets and meeting more of, like-minded individuals from the community.
Awesome. Well, if you'd like to meet Blue Eyed Hippie, and I'm sure she'll greet you when you enter her stream, because she's that kind of person. Again, make sure you hit the favorite button on her. She goes live. She's a fantastic streamer, fantastic person. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me, Chris. Thanks, everybody.
Definitely.
Bye.
Blue Eyed Hippie, everyone. If that was your first time meeting her and you were thinking, wow, I should definitely hit the favorite button, I hope you did. And then while you're at it, if you haven't hit the favorite button here, please do. I'd really, really appreciate it. This is a show we do every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you don't have me on internet, if you don't have me on Instagram, you can also click my name and it'll link directly to my Instagram. It'll take you right there. And you can favorite me there. You can follow the updates that are on the app. You can follow Official Meet Me app, Scout app, Plenty of Fish, Zoosk, whichever one you're on. Pick your flavor. They're all wonderful platforms. You can find myself, though, there if you want to check that out. I post all the time to my story, things that are happening around the community, and would love to hear from you. On that note, though, speaking of someone that I talk to frequently and have had a great correspondence with, it's a friend over from Tag. She goes by Rose Gold. She is a top badge. She is a featured content creator, and she knows how to hold a conversation. So you do not want to go anywhere. And make sure you stay tuned outside of that, because we do have Aisha on later at the end of the show, so you cannot go anywhere. We have so much great content going on tonight. Rose Gold, if you'll please request the box. As I mentioned at the beginning of the show, everyone, this is something that is on rails. We have a bit of a plan. We know who we're going to talk with. But if you would like to be featured on the show, or you would like to be part of it, you can hit up Skylight She should be in the comments somewhere. You can hit her up. You can also find her on Instagram. You can message me on Instagram as well, and we can take a look at getting you on a future episode. But for now, everyone, please welcome our second guest of the evening, Top Badge featured content creator, the one, the only, the heart of gold, Miss Rose Gold. Rose Gold.
Hey everybody. Hey Chris.
It's so great to see you. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
You're feeling great. Do you have new hair? Is this like a new?
Yeah, I always switch it up.
You always switch it up. Okay. I think I like the vibe. We're feeling the hair with the glasses look is different. I'm into it. Rose Gold, I've introduced you, but I think you can do it better in your own words. So for the people who have not met you, will you please introduce yourself?
My name is Rose Gold. I am a top badge on Tag. I'm also a recruiter for Tag. And yeah, I have a featured show called You're Worth It each and every Mondays at 9 p.m. as well over there. So if you guys want to check me out, across the street, I'm over there.
It's not a far walk. You just gotta go across the street right there. So Rose, do you come on Meet Me from time to time, or is this only a special event that you're here today?
I do come on from time to time. I did stream last month to reach a milli goal thanks to Charismatic. She hit my milli goal.
Yeah.
So that was really good. But I'm gonna try to start streaming over here a little bit more.
Not too much. You'll get me in trouble. They'll think I brought you over
I know,
here. Like, Chris, you can't be pulling people around the platform.
I know. That's why I've been minding my business.
Just messing with you. But let's get a hot take real quick. Let's do a hot take. Tagged is a separate platform. Do you kind of feel conflicted sometimes that you have to sometimes split your time up, or do you like having Tagged as a separate platform where you have different fans and friends, or here having different fans and friends? What's your hot take?
I actually like it different because each platform is unique. There's different people. You get to meet different people for different reasons. And then it's like to see a lot of the underdogs, you know what I mean? And then just come up and just be superstars is super amazing.
Yeah, people can rise differently on different platforms. People have different interests. So I can hear you. I can hear you there. Tell us about how you got started on Tagged, because you've been on there for a little while. And I'm going to spoil something that you probably do know, but we've never referenced. So make sure we keep that in mind. But tell us a little bit about how you got started on Tagged.
So I started on Tag looking for love because I thought it was a dating site. So I was like, okay, let me check it out. And turned out to be a whole goofball and started roasting a whole bunch of people. And then next thing you know.
You were roasting people?
Yes, listen, you have to have tough skin over there.
Well, it was a polite roast. Like
yeah, it was polite. It was polite. It was all polite, all laughs, everybody. A lot of them turned into your number one stunner.
Your number one's okay, maybe. How long ago was it? Because you said you were looking for love.
4 years.
4 years ago. And Rose Gold,
Yeah.
are you still on the look for love? Is that what's going on?
I am still looking. I'm still looking.
Looking. It's because the standards are really high, right? We got a lot of candidates, but the standards are high.
It is pretty high, but at the same time, I'm always doing something. So it's like I need somebody to be able to keep up with me.
Okay. Give us the short list then. So you've had a little bit of time to think about what you're looking for, what you want. If you had the perfect guy step out and say, hey, I'm these things, what would be some of those things that you would want that perfect guy to have?
I just need somebody who's consistent, who likes to make me laugh, and just being consistent.
Maybe change your smoke alarm. Like wants to save your life, cares about your well-being.
Yeah, if somebody would like to come over and change that, that would be awesome. You know?
It kills me every time. It's just like, it's back there. I can hear it. It's just there. And you know, it wants to save you. It's chirping because it wants to save your life. No,
it doesn't matter how many times I change it. For some reason, it's still like one of them is still always beep beep beep, and I'm like, you know what? All right, whatever.
if it burns down, it burns down, I guess.
Hey, YOLO.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, you would only live once. Yeah, so that would be the end. Your journey on Tagged has been great because not only did you become a top badge, but speaking of love and all of these topics, you run a show over on Tagged. What is that show called?
Okay, my show is called You're Worth It each and every Mondays at 9 p.m. I usually have 2 guests, but I try to do 3. I like to have someone who has talent to come and open up the show so that way everybody can see all the amazing talent on the platforms. And then we have 2 special guests where we talk about relationships and people who are already in a relationship, who's trying to be in a relationship, what they got going on. So that way, if you guys trying to shoot your shot, there it is, each and every Monday.
So it's like a shoot your shot primer where people can shoot your shot primer. Okay. So if people are interested in, it's not just to date you, is it to just find people in general that they might be interested in?
Right. And if I interview you and I feel like there's a vibe, then maybe.
Have you ever slid into someone's DM saying, hey, I think I have someone who might be the right connect for you?
Yes, there's actually a few. And some of them did really connect. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you play matchmaker?
A little bit of everything.
A little bit. I like it. Well, maybe at the end, do you have any questions handy that you can throw out? Maybe we can do, you can turn the tables, put me in the hot seat, and give me a couple of the questions that you've had on your show before.
Okay, so one question I'd love to ask everybody is, what's the biggest misconception that people have about you? Because everybody always think they know you, and then they really don't until you actually explain it.
Oh, all right. I'm going to need a lot of time to think about that. So I'll answer that at the end of our interview.
Okay.
Good. What about off of the platform? Because you do spend a good amount of time streaming. What do you do? What are some of your hobbies? What keeps you interested?
I like doing a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I like to be spontaneous. I am a broker for truck drivers, so I'm always dealing with truck drivers. I also work for Disney part-time. So if you guys want to be in Disney, you know what I mean, like hook you up some tickets. Well, not tickets, but the little wrist, the watch thingy.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. I like to get involved in a little bit of everything. Now I'm like really full-time with Tag too. You know what I mean, getting everybody together. So I try to do a little bit of everything.
That's really good. Okay, nice. I like it. So before I answer the question that you gave to me, everyone, you need to make sure that you're favoriting Rose Gold. She does go live on Tag. So if you have a Tagged account, go ahead and favorite her over there. If you don't have an account, make an account. Go and favorite her. Catch her on Mondays and see her show. So a misconception that I would like cleared up. Is that the question you said to me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know what people think of me ahead of knowing me, I guess, right? Or like if people do think something of me, I guess I live by a statement of that action precedes reputation. So I live in a way that if someone were to say something or think something of me that would be out of my character, the actions and things that I do will either confirm or conflict with what they think or are hearing of me. So it helps shield me from ever having to really worry about what's ever posted of me, who might be saying what about me, because I live in a way that actions precede reputation, and you will develop a reputation based off of the actions that you take. So that's my philosophy.
That is so true.
Very cool. All right, so the thing that I was teasing earlier is that we've met each other like 3 times, and it took me a minute to even realize that we had. Playlist twice, and was it VidCon? Or Playlist twice?
Like Playlist.
Just Playlist. Yeah, so I've met you at Playlist multiple times.
But I never realized.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was you either. But we were in the same place.
I know, until I realized when I did the recording, I was like, oh my God, Chris, that was you the whole time.
Yeah, I was like in the background of one of your videos just doing my thing. And I was like, oh, hey, we were in the same place. This actually really touches on a really great point, which is where streaming and all of this can lead, the connections and the people. Talk to us about playlists and really the summary of what an experience like that can mean.
Yes, you guys never know who you might bump into. Please make sure you guys, I know this is old school, but have a journal. Like, that's a good way to, like, you know what I mean, keep everybody that you have, take a whole bunch of pictures, post them, add them. Yes, because you just never know, and it's a good way to keep, you know, everything together. And look, see, if I didn't record it, I would have never known I met Chris.
No, we wouldn't have known. My fluffy hair bouncing around everywhere. What are the connections though that you've made? Would you say that you've made fans, that you've made friends, something more? What have you made connection wise through streaming?
Honestly, I met a lot of good people. Honestly, I met so many different people who do so many different things, and they helped me really be a better person, be able to connect other people, whether if it's real estate, music, trying to be famous, whatever they're looking for. It helped me a lot too, and it makes it a lot easier for me because, you know what I mean, social media just makes it so much easier to connect everybody and do a whole bunch of stuff, and to connect with Chris.
Maybe it'll be I'll be there, but you won't know that I'm there, and I won't know that you're there. It's how it works. I'm going to turn the tables and ask you the question that you asked me. What is something that you would like to clear, or a misconception that people have about you that you would like to talk on?
Some people think I'm mean or like really bougie, but I'm really like an introvert. I like to just chill, relax, very private, mind my business, and then yeah.
But can you be a mean and bougie introvert?
Sometimes.
She did not deny it. What?
Sometimes. It depends on the day.
Wait a minute. So I just asked you what's a misconception that people might have, and then you go, well, sometimes.
I don't feel that way. It's them. It's not me.
But you just said sometimes. Like, you're like, whatever. All right. I might have to take you over to Judge Jungle to get this confirmed.
Yes.
I think so. Shout out Judge Jungle. He puts on a great show. You can catch that tomorrow. All right, Rose Gold. Always wrap up these conversations the same way. The floor is yours. Is there anything that's coming up that you'd like to discuss, something that you're passionate about? In general, you can turn the entire script of how we've been talking and bring up something completely new, but the floor is yours.
Yes, you guys. This Monday coming up, I'm having Chris on my show this Monday at 9 p.m.
What?
So if you guys want to go ahead and download Tag, I would love for you guys to go ahead and see him. If you guys have any questions for him, please drown in with a whole bunch of comments because he has no choice but to answer it.
Did I agree to that? Okay. What are some of the questions and things that I might get asked on You're Worth It?
Some of the questions, you guys, if you're interested in him, if he's single,
Whoa,
if you guys want to shoot your shot,
no, that does not fly. That's not the Chris Casper.
Okay. I don't know. I'll go over the questions later. We'll see which works for you.
Okay, that's good. I can hear my boss just calling me now, going, "Chris, you not do that."
I know. I was just joking, guys. Totally joking.
We were joking, right? If you have not hit the favorite button on Rose Gold, make sure that you do. She's a live streamer, top streamer, fantastic person on multiple platforms. Any last things before you go today?
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Chris, for having me. And you guys are super amazing. And I look forward to see you guys Mondays at 9 p.m.
Cheers. I look forward to it. Have some fun. Rose Gold, everyone. Hit the favorite button. There she is. Oh, good times, everyone. My name is Chris Casper. Welcome to Suited Up. We do this show with a tie, not always with a jacket. And if you're curious, why is this on right now? Well, because it's a show. It's a show where you get to learn about content creators, personalities, people with generally interesting stories every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've already talked with Blue-Eyed Hippie, Rose Gold, and we can't call it a show yet because we still have a third guest. She goes by Aisha. She's a wonderful person. She's highly motivated and introspective, and she is ready to have some great conversations. When she jumps in this box, make sure that you give her a favorite so that you can check out her stream, because I know during the conversation you're going to be impressed. Skylight, you're requesting the box. Do you have... No, this is not your turn. That is not your turn, Skylight. Coming to the box now, our third guest of the evening, Miss Aisha. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm a little stuffy right now, so I'm okay.
You're a little stuffy?
Yeah, just getting over some allergies. Nothing, no big deal.
Some allergies. It's the seasonal. They come and get you sometimes.
It does when you least expect it.
Yeah. So while I was introducing you, I said that you were introspective, thoughtful, highly motivated. You're a relatively creative person. Can we just start off this conversation by introducing everyone to some of the creative outlets that you have and some of the things that you're interested in that way?
That's crazy that you did say I am creative. Thank you, Ro. I appreciate it. Before I started getting online, I used to have a scrapbooking business. So I used to do scrapbooking part-time from my job. And
Wow.
then it's very draining sometimes, but I love it. And then I came on here, I created,
Can we pause there? It's a very interesting route. You said scrapbooking can be draining. Can you expand on that a little more of why scrapbooking is draining? I mean that with all respect.
Because like me, I'm very detailed. So if you tell me your favorite color, your favorite cartoon character, I like to make sure that every picture has something of you in it. So it takes me 3 days. And the scrapbooks that people used to order, it used to be 50 pages.
So
50 pages.
You would make the pages and do the scrapbook items for other people. They weren't just for you.
No. Yeah, I used to do it for other people.
Wow. So my mom growing up, she was really into doing scrapbooking. It was almost like a fad at one point that everyone was doing. I think it was called Precious Moment. No. What's it called, Mom? She's here. Tell me what it is in the chat. Wow. But anyway, the whole thing is what got you into wanting to open a scrapbooking business?
My daughter was born 1 pound and 10 ounces. And while she was in the hospital, they had scrapbook classes for mothers to, the lady, she would come in, she would take pictures of your baby in the NICU, and then they'll take you to a class and they'll provide everything that you needed for a scrapbook. So while you're there, it's relaxing. So I created a scrapbook for my daughter the whole time she was in the hospital for 3 months. And I do love it, but it's just draining sometimes because, it takes so long and I'm very detailed with my scrapbooking. So, yeah.
I think something that you're not mentioning, because you're a very humble person, is that you care a lot for these people. And they're sharing something very personal with you. It's a memory. It's something that's special, and they're entrusting you to deliver on it. And so you want it to feel very special and be great quality for them. I mean, so, that level of empathy is I can see why it would be so draining to try and do something for them. Are there any other mediums or I guess before we jump to that, just to put a bow on the conversation about the scrapbooking business. So did you officially close that? Do you still do it as a hobby, or is that just all done?
Well, I still do it because in my city, I created a nonprofit. It's called Creative Touches. So for people who have lost their kids in gun violence, I create scrapbooks for their kids. So sometimes I may get a call every blue moon and say, hey, is it okay if you create a scrapbook for such and such? She just lost her son in gun violence. So I still do that. And that's another reason why it can be draining, because just having to do a scrapbook for a child who is no longer here with their parents, it can be very emotional. So I do them sometimes.
gun violence specifically, obviously is tragic, not a good thing. Why specifically, though, is gun violence something that you have decided to take a slice of your life and commit that much of your time to?
Because I'm from Chicago, and everybody knows Chirac, is a city that has a lot of gun violence. So that's why I chose gun violence for parents who have lost their kids in gun violence in Chicago.
Would you consider yourself an advocate that's speaking out against it, or someone who is aware of some of the more intrinsic statistics or intrinsic qualities of what gun violence is, that it's impacting you or that has you interested this way?
It definitely has impacted me because I have had friends who have lost their kids in gun violence. So for me, I never had to experience it personally. I haven't lost anyone through gun violence or anything, thank God. But for me to be around people and to know people who have lost their kids in gun violence, it definitely impacts me. And that's why I wanted to do something to give back to those people, those parents that have lost their kids in gun violence.
Understood. And do you take this energy and this thoughtfulness, does it manifest in other ways, like writing, music, things like that?
Yes, I am a writer. I am a writer. I have my first book coming out December 4th.
Wow.
Memoir for me, it's a memoir about my life and how I grew up. I am a domestic violence survivor, and I have created my own show every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern called A Way Out, and it's for domestic violence survivors like me and other people on the platform that have found their way out of domestic violence situations.
Sure. Can you tell us a little bit more about that book? When did you start writing a book?
I have always wanted to write. Like, since I have been young, I wrote poetry, I wrote songs, but it came a point in my life probably like 5 years ago. I said, I'm going to write a book about my life. I just been through a lot of things in my life, and I feel like that, my testimony is never for myself. It's always for somebody else. So I've been working on my book for the past couple of years now, and it's set in stone and is ready to, I'm not going to say it's ready to go, but it will be ready to go December 4th.
Wow. And have you basically written, or are you still in the writing process of it?
I have about 2-3 more chapters left.
Wow.
And then my deadline for my editor is on the 12th of August.
Wow. So you fully committed. You found an editor. You said, hey, I'm committing to this. I need to get this project done. How do you stay motivated to write so much? I mean, to sit down and go through that process it's pretty taxing. How do you get through it?
It's my passion. It's my passion to help people. Like, that's just my passion. Like, I'm a very loving person, and that's why my heart is the heart emoji, because my heart is a gift. So anything that I can do that I feel like I can help somebody in any kind of way, even if it's just a conversation, that's just who I am by nature.
Sure. Yeah. Heart is a gift. Wow. Yeah. I think the heart and a piece of ourselves is one of the most precious things that we can give.
It is.
And as far as what you plan to do with the book, where will it be available? What are your plans for rolling it out?
Well, it's going to be available on ebook. It's going to be available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It's going to be available on those platforms for what I have known so far. And hopefully, my goal is to travel with my book. I want to travel, and I want to be able to mentor people and speak to people. So that is my goal. Like, I want to be able to just help, and that's why I did create my platform, for people to just come and vent. Conversation can go a long way. I remember when I was in a dark place and I just wanted somebody to talk to. So that's why just speaking to someone means a lot. Yeah.
You've given us a little tidbit of what you have to offer in terms of writing a book. You said that you had a child that was born at 1 pound 9 ounces, did you say? You scrapbooking very close with people who've been affected by gun violence. Are there any other details, some things specifically? You did mention domestic violence. Are there any other things that come to mind that people might be able to find in your book or draw inspiration or reflection from?
Well, My book is very transparent. um, I think it's too transparent. I had a well-known publisher that did tell me my book was too transparent for them.
What does that mean
It's very detailed.
about your life?
Yes, it's very detailed on some things that I have experienced. So you can just expect. I'm very just big on just honesty, being real. Like I don't want to sugarcoat anything, and I don't want to try to put any patches between anything. I just want people to see the real me, to know the real me.
Mm.
So you'll definitely see that in the book.
Okay.
Don't read this. Don't read it. Okay.
Did you tell me not to read it? Did you say don't read it? We can't just have this whole conversation with everyone watching right now and say, I'm going to write this. I want to travel for my book, but please don't read it. Because it's going to be out there, like in ink, your life in ink. So that's a big deal. Have you given any thought to the people who are close to you, what they might see in that book? Are you prepared for that consequence? If you have things that are that transparent, do you feel that there could be negative consequences?
I think anything you do, there could be negative consequences. I have accepted that, and that's why I started writing. I no longer can keep quiet, about things that I have experienced. I can't no longer shelter myself, based on someone else's feelings. I have to live my life for me and what's good for me, and me writing my book is good for me.
Yeah. So I would imagine empowering and therapeutic all rolled into one paper package. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Yes. And love. Don't forget about the love.
And love. Okay, let's talk about love then. Is that how you found your way over on which platform are you on?
I'm on POF.
You're on POF. So I'm gonna just take a wild guess that you were looking for love.
Yeah.
Companionship.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? You're biting your tongue. What's going on here?
Because, I was on POF a long time ago before they started live, right? And I met some good people on there to talk to, good conversation. So during the pandemic, I said, let me get back on POF and meet some people. I never met anyone in real life, just good conversation. And I like to talk. So when I went on there and I saw the live, and I was just like, I used to go live on Facebook all the time. So I'm like, they live? I said, they lying. This is not live on POF. So I started going to people's streams and just making comments just to see if they'll respond back to me. And I realized it was real life.
Wow. And you've given us a little bit of an idea as to what people can see in your streams. You talked about something that you do as far as trying to create your own content and things like that. What else can people see in your streams? What are some of the things that you do?
Well, we have fun. Honestly, we do a lot of things. We have a lot of deep conversations. We have a lot of funny conversations. We play a lot of games. We listen to music. We turn up. Sometimes you may see me crying. Sometimes you may see me down. So like I say, I love to let my people see the realness of me, because I just want people to know that I'm a streamer. I'm human. I'm not a machine. I can't come on here every day and act like I'm okay. But I love to come on here because you get so much encouragement in the stream, and so many people everything is going to be okay. So you're going to see a mixture of a lot of things on my stream. You just, never know what you're going to get, like a box of chocolates.
I see. I got it. Before we wrap up the conversation here, everyone make sure that you're hitting the favorite. This is Aisha. She's a live streamer. She is a wonderful person writing a book that she wants you to read but not remember that you read it, I guess. Is that what we can chalk it up to? Okay. So make sure that you picked it up, but forget about it. Get the book. Don't remember. Hit the favorite button on her. This is Suit Up. We do it every Wednesday at 9. I got to go back. I got to go back on something. I asked you about the POF thing. You said you had it a long time ago, then that you had downloaded it. But what were you actually looking for? Were you looking for companionship, a relationship? What is the kind of the idea there?
I didn't know what I was looking for, honestly. I just felt like I had to start off with talking to someone. I didn't know what I would find. because like a part of me is not ready for a relationship. So I just wanted to just talk to somebody.
You said part of you. Does that mean another part of you is?
Chris, yes, another part of me is. Yes, Chris.
It's like, quit digging, Chris. That's what we're here for. This is what we do. This is a show.
Yes, Chris. Another part of me is.
What's holding you back? Because there's this hesitation here. Do you feel like it's you still growing and finding yourself?
Yes.
Is that a yes to that one immediately?
That is.
It is. Can you describe that more?
I'm working on my trust issues. Trust issues plays a part. You know, coming from, you know, being in a domestic violence situation, it's not easy to move on. And, you know, I have a child that I have to consider. And my next relationship is going to be my last relationship. I don't want to keep being in different relationships. So I had to make sure I dot all my I's and cross all my T's in the next relationship.
It's a lot of pressure on someone who's interested in it.
You know what? It's really not, Chris. You just making it seem like it's not. You make it sound bad.
Well, you said my next relationship was my last one. I mean, can a guy be like, I want to see if I like you? And you're like, well, we're getting married, though. It's like, all right, guess that's happening. You know, I mean, it's a little pressure.
No, he's going to like me. I know he's going to like me. So that's how I have to make sure, you know, this is something that you're ready for because it's going to be the last relationship.
Okay. I think people like their kids, but they definitely give them away to people for a night so they can get away. I'm just saying. So, you know, I'm just talking. Aisha, when do you go live again one more time? If people want to hit the favorite button on you, they want to see you.
I'm live every day, you guys. I'm on vacation right now, so my time is kind of off, but usually I'm live from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. But right now, I'm all over the place being live. So, but I do go live every single day.
All right. You heard it here. Hit the favorite button. Thank you so much, Aisha. Before you go, is there any last thing that you'd like to say? The ground, the floor, the stream is yours.
Well, I appreciate everybody in the comments. The love is so real. My love squad, I appreciate you guys. Chris, I appreciate you for having me on the show. I love watching you. Even when you be on late at night, you be still having me cracking up laughing. People don't realize how hilarious. I think the thing about you is you don't even be trying to be funny, and that's what really makes it funny. But I love it. I appreciate the platform, you guys, and I just want to say I appreciate you all.
Oh, thanks for that. I appreciate that a lot. And you heard it here, everyone. Hit the favorite on Aisha. It was good to see you. Hit the favorite. I'll be seeing you. How many times can I say the same thing? Just do it. Hit it. All right. We'll see you soon.
I got one more question for you. Did somebody tell you how to pronounce my name, or did you know how to pronounce my name?
I read it on the paper.
Okay.
Don't take this away from me. Don't take it. Don't take it from me.
Okay, got you. Okay, see you guys.
All right. So that's right. I mean, look, what I basically heard her say was, Chris, I know you're illiterate and you don't know words. And that's true. I don't, but I try. I do try from time to time, okay? Skylight, are you in the building right now? Are you hanging out? My name's Chris. Welcome to Suited Up. If this is your first time here, please hit the favorite button right here at the top. Skylight, thank you so much for helping with the bookings as usual. Skylight, everyone, you can see her in the comments. She does a lot to help me out with this every week. Really do appreciate everything you do, sort of. A big special thank you to our guests tonight. We had Blue Eyed Hippie, Rose Gold, and Aisha were our 3 guests this evening. If in the future you would like to consider to be a guest, you can either hit a favorite or a message on Skylight. You can also message me on Instagram. Where'd I go? All right, I'm back. You can also message me on Instagram by clicking my name. There's a direct link to my social medias. I do paste? Like glue? Like, I don't eat glue. I just don't. Elmer's, they say it's non-toxic. I tried it just once, and it was not for. All right. Instagram, I do post there, though. I don't paste anything. Copy, paste. So if you want to keep up with the things that are going on, you can see it there. Check me out Fridays, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the rundown where we go over new top badge announcements, updates on the platform, announce new shows and great content that is going on. A big special congratulations to Dell, who had his first episode today of his show. Raina Cams has the premiere of her show tomorrow, everyone. So make sure that you check the banner for tomorrow because Raina Cam's show is going to be debuting. So you want to keep up with all that. And if you want to keep up with all the great information, make sure that you check out the rundown at 3 p.m. every Friday. All right, well, that's what I've got. To our gifters today, you are not forgotten, just not acknowledged at any point until now. Coming in, we're just going to go over the top 10 people. Thank you to Boss Lady. I think that's Truly, but he just renamed himself Charismatic. Don't do that. We got Damon's. We got Ella. Thank you so much, Ella. We've got Jake from Amazon, Queen Bee, number uno. And in the top 3, we've got More, Natural Beauty. More is a streamer, More Miserable. We also have Natural Beauty. And coming in first with Alien Eve, with the big old pirate ship just sailing on through. Take us away. Please stream with respect, everyone. Stay hydrated, drink some water. I'll see you in the live streams. Cheers. Have a good night.